the reason I said I was going to bring back Disney again is because we have a trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That's why this episode is called Gotta Go Fast. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. This to me, like, these movies have been unexpected fun for me. I I didn't know if this was gonna work out, and I was a little bit hesitant, but it worked. So and then I think that they did a great job with the third one, at least from what we've seen on the trailer. Looks real good. Looks fun. I do think that they didn't show us a lot. It seems like half of the plot is missing, and we'll find out later. I got predictions. I don't want to go into spoilers in case you guys haven't played Sonic Adventure 2. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. But the reason I was talking about Disney, Joe, this comes out the same day as Mufasa.
I know. I saw that December 20th.
Yeah.
Like literally Christmas.
It's Mufasa's gonna get destroyed, bro.
I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
Mufasa's gonna get destroyed.
When you put the Lion King original, like, oh, it made $1 billion, all this stuff. Yeah, they're definitely gonna make it on the sequel. I'm sorry. I think a rude awakening is about to happen.
Will they move Mufasa to January, where movies go to die?
No, they can't. They have to have that movie at the end of the year, right? Like it has to be a 2024 release, right?
Well, they need a Christmas movie.
Yeah, they got something.
Can they push it to?
Moana's November. Moana's November.
Yeah. That's right. I was gonna say, is there a Thanksgiving movie? Yeah. Okay.
Do you don't want to go against Wicked and Gladiator?
Yeah.
That's
man,
too much there already.
Oh,
Moana's beginning of November. Yeah, so they have to do. To me, what they really could have done is they could have done it sooner. They could have put it in October, but or had Moana in October and had Mufasa beginning of November.
They don't have an October movie, right? Disney?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, last year they had Haunted Mansion.
Are you afraid of Kraven the Hunter and Venom? Like those are not movies you should be scared of. So that would have been the move, but I digress.
Dude, that's man. That is gonna be an interesting box office weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it very closely.
Yeah.
Box Office Mojo on refresh on
Sunday. Yeah.
Yep. Very closely.
Because I think Mufasa's gonna flop hard, man.
I don't know about a hard flop, but it's definitely gonna be
underperform.
You might be right.
Underperform.
I mean, I think worldwide is why I think it makes money.
There's zero interest for that movie. That should have been a Disney Plus movie.
Oh yeah, or a series even.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that should have been. That's the movie that you sent to Disney Plus, and then you should have given us something else. But
which Moana was originally a Disney Plus thing, and then they said we're just gonna make this a movie.
Yeah, well, the thing is that they changed they changed their Disney Plus approach because they were losing money.
Right.
And they had to change the approach. It's like, oh no, Moana's big enough where we can actually get a ton of money, so let's go ahead and put it out there. But then, dude, I love The Lion King. I love The Lion King. I have zero interest in Mufasa. Zero. None.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I think again, the suits sat down and saw that movie, the Lion King Jon Favreau one, is, I want to say it's top 20 of all time.
Oh, the movie made a ton of money. That movie made a ton of money. Yeah.
I mean, I'm so happy for Jon Favreau. I didn't realize it entirely until I looked recently. I was like, of all people, I'm happy for Jon Favreau, like that he has a movie like in that landscape. Like, even if it's not the movie that you would expect it to be, like, so cool for him that he's in that, like, Hollywood, recognition.
But The Lion King, is number 9 at $1.66 billion.
9. I thought it was in the 20. It's the top 10. It's top 10, not 10.
Yeah, man.
That's huge. So of course the suits are like, we're gonna make a sequel. This movie made a book. Even as divisive as those people said, I'm still gonna see it.
Look at Deadpool and Wolverine at 26.
Yeah, that's a record for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And there's still a chance. I think Inside Out 2 is extremely close. Disney,
It's at
I
10.
want to say it was like 30 million difference or
Yeah,
something
it's
between
it's
that
at
and
ten,
no
one
other
point
year.
six five billion. So like
Crazy.
Disney had a good year this year with Deadpool,
Right.
Inside Out. They actually put something else earlier this year that did really good too, right? What was it?
I'm not sure I remember earlier this year what it was. Could have
Hold
been.
on. Let's see. I'll look it up. But yeah, what do you think?
First reactions of
First reaction
Sonic.
of Shadow, Keanu Reeves as Shadow.
Great. This trailer shows a lot, and I'm okay with that. I'm still gonna see this movie. Shadow looks beautiful. The tone of the movie is definitely shifted a little bit too. I
Yeah,
think yes, it still has its comedy. It's got Jim Carrey in it doing his thing and whatever. But there's something about it that feels like they've like your Sonic has a different flavor that's coming with this movie.
it was Planet
Good.
of the Apes. That's
That's
technically
not Disney
Disney.
though.
20th
Really?
Century Studios.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. I didn't think, yeah.
that was it. Yeah, that was the other one.
I thought that was Warner. That was 20th Century. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that
Disney
I
low
know. I
key.
know that there was another one that did well. So yeah, they had an
Okay.
okay. They had an okay year.
No, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, going back to Sonic. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of shift in tone, and Shadow makes it a little bit edgier, right? But it still looks like lighthearted and fun.
Right.
So it looks like the high stakes, and then I'm happy that they have Fat Robotnik now. So
Oh, dude.
like proper Robotnik. So
Jim Carrey's allowed. Like, if another actor did that, dude, I was like, can they do this in
dude,
2024? But
isn't
this
it
is hilarious.
isn't it crazy that Jim Carrey was like retired, and like he said like Sonic's gonna be my last movie, and then Sonic 2 is gonna be my last
Three of
movie,
them.
and then he came back for this one, dude. Like I'm
You
telling
know,
you,
they made him actually feel like he feels alive again with cinema with this.
yeah. And well, the thing is that's what um he seemed happy. Like even and I mentioned it back when the first one came out, and you saw the interviews. It's like, oh yeah, like the director was great. I just showed up and he said, yeah, do your thing, and he
Right.
didn't, it was like he was said like something as like it was like the best movie he has ever worked on or something. So like he was super happy.
It,
So
honestly, Obit, and I'm not just saying this out of bias. I know everyone loves Ace Ventura and all stuff. This might be like this is in contention for one of his top performances,
his
like
top
playing this
characters,
character.
yeah,
Top characters, it's got to be in like in range somewhere in there. Because I've watched a lot of his things. This he does Robotnik
he's
perfectly.
great.
That if
Yeah,
someone else tries to do it in like 10 years from now, GG's, like because you're
he
trying to implement,
he did that. Do you
what the
remember that
last guy
the
did.
he did the Robert Zemeckis Christmas Carol, right? The CG.
Yeah,
That
he
was
did.
yeah, man. Oh, man, I love Jim Carrey. Jim
Crazy.
Carrey's great. Um, but yeah, there's I know that there's more stuff that they're not showing us. There was way more stuff that they're not showing us, and I'm really excited for this movie. And there's bits and pieces there of Sonic Adventure 2, and if you know you can see the there's stuff, and I am very happy. I'm very excited, and I am very much looking forward to this movie. So I kind of want to stay away from trailers,
I
but
know. I don't need any more. We're
yeah,
good.
but I'll definitely watch the other trailers and then go watch the movie because yeah, it looks fun. So that's gonna be my Christmas movie. This and probably World of the Rohirrim, as I said last week.
Yeah.
Gonna make
Oh
me
yeah.
go
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
maybe go out in a cold December morning or a damp December morning, whatever we get this year. I don't know, global warming and all. Kind of unpredictable at this point. So, dude, it's just crazy. Like Florida Decembers are either like summer two or spring or spring junior or Alaska
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah. We don't know
So
what
we
we're gonna
don't know.
get.
Yeah, we don't know.
Usually, you have a better chance of being hot than cold, but you just don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Um, but yeah, man, very much looking forward to it. Yeah, it's man, why Disney? Uh, Man, I'm certain that someone pitched this movie at Disney and Disney said no. And
You think?
I
You think Sonic was pitched at Disney, not Paramount?
I'm sure.
Wow.
I'm sure, and they passed it. They passed on it. Something tells me you know that's kind of what happened. And you know why I know? Because of the freaking Chip and Dale movie, that Ugly Sonic was in that movie.
Oh, which was hilarious. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Wow. Well, there's something
I think
there.
this movie was pitched at Disney at some point. So, but I mean, going back to like Disney Paramount, you got to remember that back when during the console wars, the parent company of Paramount owned part of Sega at that point.
Hmm.
And then they partnered with Disney. You know, Michael Eisner being that link that he was Paramount before going to Disney, and then Michael Eisner brought them into the parks over at Epcot, and that would have been the logical choice for Sonic, but you know, you snooze you lose, man. And again, these guys are like, no, we just want to do Toy Story 48. We don't want to do Streets of Rage or Golden Axe or whatever, right? Yeah, sure. You.